Cool. First YouTube video, or second, I don't know. I'm kind of recording 2 videos at the same time right now. We'll see. I think it's gonna be the first. I already made the jacket, so this is me from the future. I can't show y'all too much because it's gonna spoil the video. I am making a hooded bomber jacket with basically a patched, like, I really don't know what to call this shit, because this isn't a completely original idea. I got this from another designer that I follow on Instagram. His name is Kentucky Boy Tyler. I'll pop up the picture of the piece that inspired me to make this. So yeah, I basically just wanted to make like an all black version, kind of similar to like a Carhartt jacket, like the Carhartt duck jacket. This is made of canvas. What was I gonna say? Oh, I made a jacket like this already, but it was a puffer jacket and it's green. I posted that on my Instagram a while ago, like earlier this year. Is it this? I don't remember if it was this year or like late last year, but that's the most successful video on my channel that's the most successful video on my page right now. I wanted to make another one, but at the time I just didn't feel like doing that shit. But I found time, obviously. Actually, let me show y'all what that looked like. Okay, this is the prototype. You can see these white lines on here. That's the chalk I use to like mark the grid. You can see it on this jacket. That's like the how I use to mark the grid to get like even squares across the whole jacket. I really don't like that it never came out, but to be fair, I've never thrown this in the washer because I was scared of what was gonna happen after. Oh, I just got some fur in my mouth. I guess I can show you the inside. It's lined, shit like that. Got a fur hood. Yeah, so this was the first jacket. I like this jacket, but it obviously has some things about it that I don't like, which is why I decided to make another one. This jacket really is hard as fuck though. Like, I be going crazy, like, who the fuck do I think I am? But yeah, that was the first jacket, so this is basically the new one. It's not a puffer, it's a regular jacket. Didn't put fur on it. And I just changed some stuff that I didn't like about the old jacket, so we're gonna get into all that. I'm gonna show y'all that in the video, and yeah, we can basically jump right into it. All right, so my method for doing this is this is the material I'm using. It's like a black canvas, but I already have scrap fabric from like another project. So I'm just gonna use this and cut it up into pieces, throw it in this little bag, and then that's when we can start gluing it to put it on the jacket. But yeah, so I got this little pile of fabric, and then I got this roll of fabric if I feel like that's not enough. But yeah, I'm basically just gonna cut this out into pieces, not too big, but not too small, because they need to be big enough to where if I sew the grid, it's not just gonna fall through. But it can't be too small, because then it is gonna fall through. I'll be back when I'm done, and then we can start putting the jacket together. All right, so it's the next day. I ended up cutting up the scrap fabric into pieces, but based off what I got in this bag, I don't think this is gonna be enough for the whole jacket, so I probably gotta cut up some more. I'm gonna basically glue the pieces onto one of the panels I got for the jacket, just to kind of show y'all like the idea, get y'all a general idea of what I'm trying to do. And then after that, I'll show y'all when I glue the pieces on the rest of the panels for the jacket, and then we can really get started like putting it together. So while I'm doing this, I kind of want to tell y'all how I even got this idea, because it's not completely original. I was definitely inspired. As far as like the look, like taking the fabric and sewing like a grid so it'll stay, but it still got like a layered look to it. I was inspired by a designer named Kentucky Boy Tyler. He had like this denim set like that. He had been doing that for a while. Like he had been doing that like method, and I don't know if he has a name for it, but yeah, I seen like a post where he had his piece in the museum, and it was that one. I don't know, it just made me want to try it. And it kind of inspired me to make something like so good that like it could end up in the museum. So that is like one of my goals. I want to have a piece that end up in the museum. Part of the reason this outfit even, like not outfit, part of the reason this idea even came into my head is because I seen that he was using fabric and turning it into like a whole new thing. Like I'm pretty sure like how I'm kind of cutting up fabric and shit and putting it on this jacket, I don't even think he did that. I think like his fabric was genuinely some scraps. I don't even think he was manipulating the shape or nothing. Like that was just bags of scraps he had. And when you sew, you're gonna naturally have a lot of scrap fabric. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times you do not know what to do with that shit. I thought about that, how I seen the piece he made, the denim one that was in the museum, and I was like, I kind of want to try that. Just looking at what I got right now, how this looks so far, y'all gonna like this one. This shit go crazy. Alright, so we finally done with this piece. This how it look, like just before we do anything major. So we finna do this to every piece, and then we're gonna put it together. But you can get a look of what I'm trying to do. You kind of know where we headed now. So I'm gonna get done doing that, then I'm gonna show y'all all the pieces. All right, so we finally finished gluing all the scrap fabric to all the panels for the jacket. Now these is just the pieces for the shell of the jacket. I still need to cut out a waistband, and I still need to finish cutting out a lining, because it is gonna be a lining on the inside, but I had ran out of fabric, so I gotta go back to the fabric store to get the rest of that. But yeah, it's the 2 sleeves, 2 panels for the hoodie, back, both sides for the front. So now what we got to do is we gotta mark a grid, and then we gotta sew along the grid just so we can keep all this on here without it falling off. So the last time I did the grid on the puffer jacket, I only had the lines like 2 inches apart. So I'm probably just gonna do that on this one. Another thing I do remember though is marking this shit down is slick hard to do. I just thought about something random. I feel like I can read people's mind, bro. And like, not literally. I don't know, it might not even be mind reading, bro. I think I'm just on point. I feel like if you got enough social awareness, you probably be picking up on like, people be saying one thing and doing another thing. I be feeling like that shit slick mind reading. Cause if you tell me one thing, but then you do something else and I pick up on that, like the thing you do, that's gonna show me where your head really at. I'm cooking or I'm yapping, let me know. I ain't gonna lie, I can tell right now, I'm not gonna finish marking all these damn pieces before I gotta go to work. We almost done though. I'm low-key ready to stop, bro. I'm hungry as hell. All right, so it's a whole new day. I ended up finished marking all the panels. You can see. Off camera, I actually did sew a couple. I finished a couple of pieces. Yeah, I just wanted to turn the camera back on because I didn't want to completely do that off camera. So now I'm finna show y'all me doing the grid. I'm finally done sewing the grid, as you can see. It looks cool, bro. I really like how this looks. I'm probably going, cause you can kind of still see a little bit of the white marks where I marked the squares. I might go over that with like a wet rag or something to try to get it to disappear a little bit more before I put it together. But at this point, now all we need to do is put the pieces together, sew the lining, put everything together, and that'll be the whole jacket. So today, we just gonna start with putting these pieces together, the shell of the jacket, and then we can do the lining next. All right, so I did a couple things off camera. I sewed the shoulders of the body off camera, and I sewed this pocket. But I'm realizing I'm not gonna put this together without putting the pocket on, so we finna do that right now. I really want the pocket to line up with I want the grid that I sewed on the pocket to line up with the grid of the body, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. It might be a little off. That ain't a deal breaker though. Okay, we got the pocket done. So now we gotta do the sleeves and then close up the sides. And then that would basically be it for the body. Something I'm noticing while I'm putting this sleeve on though, it does not stretch all the way to the end of this back piece. I was gonna say that might be problematic, but it's really not. I can afford to shave some fabric off the back. We're gonna make it work. All right, so we got the whole shell of the jacket done. I ain't attached the hood yet because I low-key don't know how I'm gonna do it with the lining, but this is what it looked like so far. You know, I got the pockets, you know what I'm saying? Everything's still, it's not all the way done. I serged the inside so it wouldn't be like a raw inside. So far the jacket look cool. I'm gonna show y'all me wearing it. That damn shoulder popping and shit. Okay, cool. I ain't mad at this at all. Just looking at it so far, without the cuffs and the zipper, the lining and shit. Just looking at it so far, how it look right now. Yeah, this gonna be one of them. I'm satisfied. I'm pleased with how it looks so far, but I need to run to the fabric store and get some more. Basically, I need to get some more fabric for the lining because I ran out. I don't got enough. All right, y'all, so right now, I'm adding the finishing touches. All I gotta do is close up this lining and, what the fuck? Close up this lining, top stitch around the hood and the zipper, and that's a wrap. I'm really excited to be finished because, to be honest, I'm kind of tired of making this shit. But it will be worth it in the end. I'll try to keep this as close to the edge as possible so it can look damn near invisible. That's gonna be hard to do. Man, hell no. This shit looks terrible. Do I like how this look though? Fuck it. Ooh, hold on. Okay, so with this top stitching part, the goal is to do this in one stitch without breaking a stitch. So start from the bottom, go all the way up, go around the hood, go back down on the other side of the zipper, and then end right here. It'd be so hard trying to lay all this shit down. Lay it down. Oh, lay. Oh, I gotta lock in on this part because this be where shit be going wrong. All right, the big reveal. The moment we have all been waiting for. The jacket is finally done. Zipper clean. Hood clean. Let me look at the cuff clean. Let me look at the bottom. The bottom clean. Let me turn around.
Hey, Marciano, turn me up.
Back clean. Let me get that on. Not clean yet. All right, the back clean. Let me unzip. I mean, inside clean. Everything look good, man. Everything look good, man. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of my own work, cause like, what the fuck did I just do? But like, the fuck did I just do? The jacket is crazy, bro. It's like you gotta look at the you gotta look at the details though. Like, you really gotta look at the details. Like, is the shit on or not? You gotta let me know. Is the shit on or not? Yes or yes? Hell you talking about? All right, so that's gonna be the end of the video. I really hope y'all liked it. You know what I'm saying? This is my first YouTube video, so if the ending was kind of like anticlimactic or however, that's my fault. I'm kind of new. I don't really know how to structure a video yet, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all give me some time, I'm gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying, find my swag with this shit. And the video is gonna be better, but overall, I'm satisfied with the jacket. Look good, fit good. I got way more planned, way more on the way. If you like it, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you made it to the end of the video, comment taco meat.